Also, before we continue exploring, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more adventures. Your support always helps us keep discovering.
But you're only gonna fight us one time. But you can fight them every day. You're gonna get very familiar with your roommates.
The world is a fascinating
Very
place,
familiar.
full of hundreds of countries,
fight us
people,
one time.
cultures, music.
But you can fight
We're
them.
absolutely quite lucky. But across the same planet, prisons stand as fortresses of punishment and fear. There are places where freedom disappears, where time stretches endlessly, and where human spirit is tested against the walls of concrete and silence. Some prisons are designed with cold accuracy and precision, built to isolate and break. Others descend into wild chaos, where overcrowding and violence turn survival into a daily battle. To explore them is to step into the darkest corners of humanity, both the crimes that led the people there and the systems that contain them. Today, we're going to be looking at 5 of the world's most infamous prisons, each one a mirror reflecting cruelty, the power, and the resilience of the human spirit. Number 5, La Sabaneta Prison, Venezuela. La Sabaneta Prison, located in Maracaibo, was never truly a place of order. It was built to hold originally 15,000, but it once held close to 25,000. Crazy, right? In unbearable overcrowding, cells held more than 2 people. In some cases, it held close to 10. Resources here were scarce. Medical care was nearly non-existent. And because of this, basic supplies and luxuries were traded in desperate deals. Guards were few, and they often could not control the chaos. As a result of this, it often led to prisoners having to enforce their own brutal hierarchies. In this prison, gangs became the government. Knives and homemade weapons became currency. Riots erupted with terrifying regularity, sometimes by the hour. In 1994, one of the deadliest prison massacres in all of history occurred within these walls. 100 prisoners were killed in one single outbreak of violence, their lives swallowed with fire and blood. Disease here spread freely. Death was so common that La Sabaneta became a place where hope entered, but only to vanish. Even in its silence, the echoes remain, a grim lesson in what happens when a state forgets the humanity of those in its cages. Number 4, the Black Dolphin Prison, Russia. At the edge of Kazakhstan stands the Black Dolphin Prison, a fortress for Russia's most dangerous criminals. Within its high walls and steel gates live hundreds and thousands of serial killers, cannibals, terrorists, and murderers, whose combined body count is said to be 3,500. The prison got its name from the Black Dolphin statue situated at its entrance, but inside its wall there's no trace of sea, only endless routine. Prisoners are marched blindfolded whenever they leave their cells, bent at the waist, guided by guards so they never memorize the layout. They live under 24-hour surveillance in tiny cells, secured behind 3 heavy steel doors. Lights never go off. Privacy does not exist. Meals are simple: bread, soup. Exercise means walking in a cage, watched from above. Inmates spend their lives in silence, stripped of any hope of release. Black Dolphin is not designed to rehabilitate, it's designed to punish. It's a place to erase, to contain the most feared criminals in living death. For those inside, time does not move, it only presses down, endlessly, heavily. Number 3, the ADX Florence Prison, the United States. Deep within the Colorado desert stands the ADX Florence, the Alcatraz of the rookies, the United States' most secure prison. It is home to terrorists, cartel leaders, mob bosses, mass murderers, and on. Its mission: absolute control. Prisoners spend 23 days in solitary confinement, 23 hours in solitary confinement. Their cells are made of concrete, designed to prevent even the smallest of interaction. The only window is a narrow slit angled upward, so they can only see the sky. Never the mountains, never the horizon, just the sky. Human contact is almost non-existent. Even exercise takes place in an isolated cage, often referred to as the dog run. Here, silence is louder than noise. It's been called a clean version of hell. Seriously, orderly, precise, and devastating to the human mind. Former inmates have described going mad from isolation. Suicide attempts here, unfortunately, are very common. Rehabilitation is not the goal, simply destruction of the human psyche. ADX Prison stands as a stark reflection of America's belief that some people are too dangerous to ever walk free again, but it also raises a question: when the punishment is destruction of the mind, is this justice, or is this something darker? Number 2, the Bang Kwang Prison, Thailand. Many people have heard of this prison. To enter Bang Kwang is to enter chaos, known worldwide as Bangkok Hilton. It is set up to be a complete nightmare. Here, inmates serve many life sentences and are shackled in chains around their ankles, which burden them throughout all hours of the day. Cells are overcrowded, often with 20 to 40 prisoners crammed together in sweltering heat with little ventilation. It stinks. Food is both rare and thin. They give them rice and vegetables, barely enough to survive. Healthcare, non-existent. Disease spreads rapidly. International observers have described conditions as inhumane, yet this prison persists. For those on death row, the weight is not only physical, it's psychological. At any moment, the call may come. Execution here was once by firing squad, now by lethal injection. But the fear is the same. Inmates live with unrelenting sadness. Their shadow of morality pressing against them. Bang Tuan is not just a prison. Seriously, it's not just a prison. It's a place where punishment lingers in every breath, every step, every chain. And number 1, the Carandiru Penitentiary, Brazil. Even though this prison is now closed, Carandiru was once the largest prison in all of South America, infamous for one thing and one thing only: misery. Built for 4,000 inmates, it often held close to 10,000, making it a city of despair within its walls. Conditions were dire: little medical aid, rampant disease spread like wildfire. The darkest day here came in 1992, when a riot broke out and the military police stormed the prison. When the bloodshed ended, a total 111 inmates were dead, many executed in cold blood after suffering. It was a massacre that shocked the world and exposed the brutality of Brazil's prison systems. Carandiru was eventually demolished in 2002, replaced by housing and parks, but its memory still lingers in the collective conscience of Brazilian citizens, a wound that still asks whether the pursuit of control can justify such a brutal slaughter. Prisons are not just places, they are reflections. They reveal how nations view justice, punishment, and humanity themselves. From the blood-soaked cells of La Sabaneta to the sterile isolation of the ADX Florence, these places stand as both warnings and questions. Do walls protect us from evil, or do they create new forms of it within? Do these places deliver justice, or do they just simply magnify cruelty? These are questions we must ask ourselves. And as always, wonder always, but please, wonder safely. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.